Hey guys, so just started watching Flash Season 1, Episode 9, Episode 19, Who is Harrison Wells? Um, wow, this episode is definitely very interesting. It's definitely, we just are on the first commercial break, and it definitely is cool with the whole copycat person and stuff. And it definitely is a cool villain. I can't wait to see how Flash, how he finds him and stuff like that. I guess with some sort of vision or something like that, I could see him, building some sort of goggles or something to be able to tell, like with the heat waves or something like that, maybe to figure it out. But it's definitely interesting because Harrison Wells, Cisco is usually the one that would make these sort of goggles or something that would be able to tell the difference between the copycat and someone else. But now, Cisco's not here to do that. But I definitely can't wait to see maybe Caitlin and Harrison Wells will come up with something together. Maybe Barry will come up with something. Eventually they'll figure out something. But definitely is cool character, and I definitely can't wait to see him. Hopefully he'll be in here more often, stuff like that, because he's definitely a cheap, easy villain for them to do. You don't have to hire a super duper special person. It can be a different actor every single episode. It's really all it needs to be. So that's definitely really cool. Can't wait to see more of it. So, yeah, peace. Gotta go. Oh my God, he turned into Eddie. Oh my God, I think when I saw this in the trailer, and I knew this was coming, that he was going to impersonate Eddie. And I was thinking, definitely, because I saw in the trailer stuff for this episode. But definitely it was interesting. Definitely can't wait to see how it's going to affect. I was hoping that it was going to be more, actually have Eddie, stuff like that. But I think that would change the story a little bit too much. It'd be its own twisted story, as if the real Eddie went rogue. But I definitely can't wait to see what's going to happen, how they're going to fix the, get Eddie out of this and stuff. It's definitely even Iris. How is he going to explain this to Iris? Not let alone get out of jail and stuff like that. Unless Barry 1 goes back in time again, or 2, somehow. I guess somehow maybe they prove to everyone that show that metahumans exist, or at least this one, that he exists and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, or hopefully maybe maybe Barry can just take away the camera or something like that. We'll see. It doesn't look like it there from what we saw, but we'll have to wait and see. Whoa! So he just turned into this. They caught him and oh my God! And I knew he was going to turn into Barry and see the kids and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of those things were kind of spoiled in this week's episode, but it was definitely interesting to see things like that. I think I think it would have been interesting to leave some of these out. That he turns into Eddie Thong and stuff like that. But it definitely, not putting it in the trailer for this week's episode, it definitely would have just been like, what else do you put in? You know what I mean? You have to put something big in and stuff like that. So it definitely is. Can't wait to see how they finally catch him before without him turning into another young girl and stuff like that. But just have to wait and see. My God. They found the room. I mean, I just saw that happening in the trailers and stuff like that. But oh my God, I was curious to see though what was going to happen with that newspaper. Is it going to change because they're in there, or is it not going to change because they're in there? And it didn't change because they're in there. And I just find it weird though that Barry just kind of put his hand on there and let him in right away. It didn't have no finger scanning, or if he vibrated and broke into it and stuff like that, or that it, whatever that weird thing he went through type thing was like some holographic doorway. It didn't, alert Wells on his phone or chair or whatever, or his house or something like that. But it's little details. I guess we just have to look over. Wow, just can't wait for the next episode and to eventually get Firestorm back. But I don't think we'll get him back to the end. With his cousin there, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. So let me know what you think, guys, of this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.